Questions?
Damian, how do you feel like you performed in tonight's game, particularly shooting from the field?
I think it was obvious I didn't really shoot as well as I would have liked to in either of the first two games. But it's one of those situations where you just got to keep playing. They're doing a great job defensively. I'm trying to figure out, the coverages and, listening to the way they communicate to figure out what they're trying to do. And, there's the guys defending the pick and roll and everybody else is in tight. Just trying to, doing a great job of taking away my options. And the looks that I am getting are, the shots that I got to be able to make. That some of them have been tough looks. And the ones that, are usually a shot that I knock down, when those don't fall, that makes it even tougher. So, I haven't played as well as I would like to either of the first two games. But I just got to stick with it. It's obviously not helping my team, and I just got to stick with it.
What's the feeling heading home, considering how, particularly on the scoreboard, these two games gone?
I think they did what they were supposed to. They protected their home floor, won the first two games, and I think that's why you play for home court advantage. They're comfortable here. The crowd is into it. You play with more confidence, and they got the best of us the first two games. Now we go back home and we got to try to do the same thing.
What's still giving you guys hope, considering how these first two games have gone?
It's not the first time that it's been this way. I think it was last year maybe or the year before. I'm not sure. I remember watching the Oklahoma City and San Antonio series, and Oklahoma City went to San Antonio for the first two games and got blew out both games, and then San Antonio went to Oklahoma City and got blew out both games. So, it's the playoffs. It's going to be games like this. I think these first two games have been tough for us as a team offensively, and we've competed hard defensively, but it hasn't been good enough going along with the fact that we haven't played well offensively. So we just got to get ready for the next one, and stay with it. We can't look at the first two games and say, it's impossible. We just got to keep believing.
Dame, you've always kind of thrived on adversity and overcoming that. Where do you rank where you are right now with this series, you personally, in your list of kind of things you've had to overcome?
I think, this is my second time being in the playoffs. Last year, I played really well from start to finish in the playoffs, and I understand that it's not always going to be like that. Even when I made the big shots, people say, how are you able to be calm and do that? And I always responded with, because I can handle when it doesn't go in, and I can handle when things aren't going well. And when things don't go well, that's when people are, they'll be quick to kick you down and talk bad about you. But that's the way it goes. And I know that things will work out and everything will turn around. So I have no reason to say that this is some great amount of adversity. I've been in way worse situations in my life, period. So just me personally, I want to be better for my team, and that means I got to look at what they're doing to make it so hard for me out there and just try to be better.
Damian, they finished with 29 second chance points tonight. How hard is it to beat a team, particularly at home, that plays good defense when they're getting 13 of 16 second chance points?
They play really physical, and our bigs are down there fighting. And, us as guards, we got to do a better job of coming back and helping. And tipping those balls and those loose balls, we got to do a better job of helping because their hands are full with Zebo and Kufis and Marc Gasol down there boxing them out and fighting them for 48 minutes. So we got to do a better job of coming back and helping. And that's something that we knew they did well coming into the series, and we just got to do a better job of it.
Gasol and Randolph didn't hurt you guys as much from a scoring standpoint, but they made eight threes. I mean, do you have to take your chances with whatever they do from outside shooting? Is it any more frustrating that their outside shot hurt you guys tonight?
Well, our big thing after game one was to have our defense be tighter, protect the paint better, and make them skip it out and then close out. And, we had possessions where, we ran guys off the line, jumping, and they take a dribble in and hit a shot, and then the next time we close short and they make the shot. And some contested, some miscommunications, and we know that, they're not a high-volume three-point shooting team. So, the fact that we kind of lived with that and they came back to bite us, that there's nothing else we can do. We went and made our adjustments, and they shot the ball well. They're playing well on both ends of the floor, and we can't take that away from them.
Dispatch to all personnel on radio suite clear.
We're playing as good as we can on both ends.
Dane, what has been your mental process between game 1 and game 2, and how do you imagine it being heading back to Portland?
Mentally, it's frustrating because right now these 7 games is either we keep playing or we go home. And as a competitor and an NBA player, you want to keep playing. And me being the other all-star level player on the team, I want to put my best foot forward and do what I can to make sure that my team keeps playing. And when things don't work out that way, it's really frustrating. But I'm happy that I'm a guy with a lot of confidence. And I'm just gonna stay with it.
Do you forget about it, or do you stay up all night thinking about it? How are you approaching getting past this?
I can't help but to think about it. All 82 games that I played, it was, after the game, I was thinking about it. Even if we won or if I played well, I'm thinking about a lot of the things that I could have did well. And I know that I'm my biggest critic, so but what people say is kind of it doesn't bother me as much because I'm thinking about it and trying to figure out what I need to do to be better. So it doesn't really kill me as much as someone might assume, I guess.
One last question. Or no last questions. Thanks, Dave.